Hey everyone, welcome back to my recap series where I'm going to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County. This week we are on episode 11. I'm assuming we're somewhat nearing the end of the series, somewhat. I'm assuming there's probably going to be at least, I don't know, how many episodes are there normally in a Real Housewives season, like maybe 18, 20 max. I feel like 20 is even pushing it, maybe like more like 18, 17, something like that. So probably nearing somewhat of the end here. I will also be recapping other Real Housewives series like Salt Lake. I just watched that one. I don't know when that one will be out, but it'll be out soon this week. Usually the first episodes are a lot of fluff, so we'll see. I'm gonna be having a lot of Housewives content to try to catch up on or try to make videos for, but I will be having much more time on my hands after next week because I have gotten laid off from my job. So I'll have a lot more time on my hands to make these videos, which is good, but it's also like sucks on one hand and good on the other. So if you want to support this channel so I can monetize it so I can make money, please subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. I just also put my Real Housewives of Potomac. I watched the trailer for Potomac and yeah, it was all right. I have to say, out of the 3 trailers that I've done so far, New York is the one I'm most excited for, Salt Lake, and then Potomac. I didn't even finish last season's Potomac series. It used to be my favorite and I've just really not enjoyed it the past couple seasons, unfortunately. So we'll see how it goes this year. I need to finish last season and then whenever that one starts, do that, I guess. We'll see if I recap it. Maybe I'll do like every other week because it is a lot to keep up with doing every week. And especially if it's not going to be that interesting. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we're not talking today about Salt Lake or Potomac. We're talking about Orange County. So let's get into it. This is episode 11. Yeah, we start with Gina just stealing lemons off of Shannon's neighbor's tree, which I thought was kind of funny. Also, so iconically Shannon, put lemons in a bowl. I will say I love Shannon's home. I just like her style. Her style is very it's just my kind of vibe in the house. I love it. It's gorgeous. I like her little casita. It's just fun. And she doesn't need that much space, now that she used to have like a gigantic house and she could not maintain that all by herself with her kids out of the house and all that, so she doesn't need that much space. I once again have taken notes and not given myself enough context. I mean, I understand what I'm talking about, but I don't know exactly what happened. It just very much seems like, I don't know who was talking about it because I didn't write it down. I need to write more thorough notes. And I literally just watched this yesterday and I don't remember. Once again, I have been saying this. I don't know how it is possibly legal for, I know what happened. Shannon's got a text or something from her lawyer saying that Alexis and John John specifically wanted to hang on to this video and didn't want to be bought out from it or whatever, or, be paid off to not talk about Shannon because he was worried he needed the video for proof someday to prove Shannon's a piece of shit, I guess. I don't know exactly. And I don't understand how a lawyer is just saying this and not thinking this seems like blackmail. Pay me this money, but I'm not going to stop talking about you and I'm going to use this video evidence to prove that you're a piece of shit to extort you for money. How is the lawyer not thinking even Emily in her confessional said, this is blackmail. And I'm like, thank you. I was like, why don't you have Emily represent you? Because she seems to understand that cannot possibly be okay. Then we move on. We see I'm going to skip a lot of stuff. There was a lot of little side scenes and stuff like that, but I just kind of want to stick to the main plot of the story. I was surprised. We're jumping to the GLAAD Awards. Alexis was there and John was not, which later kind of comes up again when they have the party at Jen's house. I think that was just interesting that John wasn't there. It seems like maybe when she brings it up later, when it gets brought up later, that either one of or a couple of things might have happened. They got in an argument maybe about this Shannon situation, or he's just so full of this mentally he just cannot he just doesn't, I don't know, he's being a recluse or something and just doesn't want to be photographed or whatever, I don't know. Or he maybe doesn't support this. I was kind of I was kind of thinking it was interesting. Like, I understand like Heather being involved with it, but to me it's interesting that Alexis is involved in this. I don't know if her kids are LGBTQ, but it was interesting because like if you've watched OC, you would know that it honestly did not start out very, like, a lot of those ladies are quite conservative and quite closed-minded. So it's kind of interesting to see the evolution of the show, on top of also even cast members like Alexis participating and stuff like that, who she was like one of the more OG cast members compared to the other people on the show now. So it's kind of interesting to see her participate in that, like when it used to be such a different show. Like, she was such a hardcore conservative Christian when she was on the show, and not saying you can't be Christian, but it's, you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. If you've watched OC, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so then it also goes on and we see Vicki and Shannon preparing for their show in, I think it was St. Louis. And, you know, they're trying to figure out how to go on without Tamra. What I thought was very interesting and awkward to show on television is that Shannon, you know, in her green room ordering a Belvedere soda or whatever it was, a vodka soda, and then going on stage and saying she's trying to drink less, or she's only going to take a sip of tequila, the tequila shot that Vicki wanted and all of that, and kind of telling the audience that she's getting better about it or something. And I'm like, I want to be on Shannon's side, but when she does this, and it's like you're kind of lying to your fans because you're having a cocktail in the green room and then going out on stage and acting like you're this changed person. It's like, okay, a little shady, especially since it's on television. Anyway, we move on to the party at Jen's house. And I said, I think Alexis doesn't want John to be involved in this legal stuff. I just think she's tired of it. I think deep down she wants it to go away. They kind of mentioned like, it's hard enough to deal with your significant other and their ex and dealing with all of that on top of, and then on top of it, having to deal with all this legal stuff. And then also constantly having to be around her because you're filming together and all that. I think Alexis did say something wise of like, we weren't really supposed to meet now. Like it would have been better for them to meet in like 6 months to a year from now. It probably would have been a little smoother sailing. However, I don't know if John would really drop this stuff. I don't know. He just seems like so vindictive. It just seems like it's kind of still going on, even like over a year later at this point. Would he ever change? I don't know. I doubt it. It seems like she has some issue with him right now that she's not fully coming out and saying. Then Emily gets really upset and confronts Heather about the fashion show the previous week, talking about how she felt like slighted by the fashion show and the sizing of stuff. I have to agree with Heather on this one. I don't think anybody was trying to be malicious about it. Even Tamra was saying, I don't think this was malicious. I don't think Heather was trying to make her feel bad. It doesn't seem like in this capsule collection or whatever they're doing, it doesn't seem like there was very many options for them to all walk down the runway on. So it just seemed like there wasn't a lot of options of clothing, and then she was getting upset that she was wearing the same clothes as Alexis. It's like, I don't think there's that many clothes, girl. And also it's good to also have different representations of different body types wearing the same thing, maybe. Like that dress. Like, yes, it looks different on Alexis than it looks on you, but it doesn't look bad. It's just different because you're different body shapes. That is what it is. And honestly, I thought Emily looked great in all of her looks. Heather's even saying, I purposely gave you 3 looks because I wanted you to also be on the runway more and feel good about yourself. And I just have to say, I have to agree with Heather. I don't think any of it was malicious. I don't think any of them, especially at this point with how much work Emily's put into, you know, working out and stuff like that. I don't think they're shaming her for her body. The only thing I thought was weird was that Heather's confessional where she said that she was like, well, yeah, Emily's dress was a size 12, but like it was tight on Emily. I did think that was I think I understood what she meant it. And of course, Heather being Heather, things do not come out great when she says certain things. But I genuinely don't think it was malicious. I don't think Heather should have said that in her confessional. I think it came across a little snarky and rude. Like, oh, but you are a size 12? It's like, okay, well, that dress looked good on Emily. She needs to chill and just calm down. It didn't help because I think she went out to lunch with Jen and Katie, and Jen thought she was kidding when she brought it up, when she brought up the clothes thing. And she was like, no, I'm actually upset about it. And they were like, I don't know, Katie was like, yeah, your feelings are your feelings. And then Emily's kind of like, well, am I overreacting? And it's like, a little, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit. You're a little overreacting. Like, it's valid for you to just say that, like, feel like, hey, Heather, I just felt like maybe this was malicious. And then she's like, no. And then you can be like, okay, well, maybe it's all in my head, but that's how I felt. You know, you don't have to like throw a fit. But it doesn't help that sweet, dear Lexi Looney Loon is getting involved and somehow is making the dress thing about herself, even though don't even know what Alexis heard to make her think she was talking shit about her wearing the dress. I don't even understand what's happening. There's something really wrong with Alexis. It was just so funny though. Emily running out of the party, basically being like, screw you, Alexis, you suck, you're a lunatic, and like all the... Finally, I was like, I'm so done with people being nice to Alexis. She's so annoying. It's like, just shut up. She's so... Well, like I said, I didn't talk a lot about some of the other side quests that were happening through this episode. I just wanted to stick to the main points. It seems like we're gonna see Tamara maybe next week confront Jen about Ryan's gambling ring that he's in or something. So we'll see how that goes. Doubt it'll go well, but that is all I have for this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just wanted to make a quick little video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm just want to get to 500 number halfway to 1,000. So that would be great. So please subscribe if you watch this. I've gotten a lot more views than my last couple Real Housewives videos. So thank you to all those people watching. But if you're watching, there's like 100 people always like consistently watching my videos. Please subscribe, all of you 100 lovely, wonderful people. I'm gonna be making more content. I'm gonna be trying to amp it up a little bit. So please subscribe. If you have any input, comments, be nice, respectful. This is reality TV. It's not that serious. Please let me know what you guys think. I'm also been reading a lot, so I think I might do my first book review type of video, maybe, if you guys would be interested in that. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. So toodaloo, see you next time.